Powering on, mic off. Mic off. Powering on, mic off. Powering on, mic off.
And howdy everyone, welcome back to another live stream. Sorry, I've been gone for a while. I was kind of switching my office around, moving to a different room in the house. Um, so that took a little bit, moving all the equipment and everything. As it stands, I did not have an opportunity to get my driving rig set back up yet, so you'll have to bear with me. I'm on my secondary computer with kind of a makeshift setup and my old steering wheel and shifter and everything. So, but I tested it yesterday and everything seemed to be okay, so we should be all right there. But I want to thank you for joining me. We are back with the State by State series, episode 2, Cruising Missouri. Just to let you know up front, as a disclaimer, you will see that I have actually 7 of the cities uncovered. That was because I was in a couple of convoys with the virtual trucking company that I'm part of, and we were in Missouri, of course, and uncovered some of those cities already. But as usual, I will always go back. I will go back and revisit those cities that I've kind of already been to in the profile and everything. But I do have a list of the cities that we have been to and the ones that we have not been to yet, so I know which ones we need to visit. So far, we've been to Poplar Bluff, Springfield, and St. Louis. That was in the first episode. I'm hoping we can do maybe 3 or 4 more with this episode. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump in here and get started. I have not gotten a load yet, so we can go ahead and do that real quick. I've already rested, so yeah, let's see if we can find a load to one of the cities we have not been to. Oh, we got to do yep, external. Yeah, let's go back just to recap. Cruising Missouri. Yep, like I said, as you see, I've got 7 out of the 12. But we have to do external contracts or external market for it to count. And I think it's got 200 miles, if I remember correctly. Oh, 100 miles. So, okay. A little bit less than what I thought. The 12 different cities is our personal goal, or my personal goal. And 125 million miles is the community goal. For the community, we get a mule ornament and a pillow. And for the personal goal, we, of course, get the World of Trucks achievement and a paint job. And we've got until June 8th to take care of this. So, what is that, month and a couple weeks? All right, let's look for a job here. Let's check the market first. And I did come back to where we left off in Springfield. Let's jump down here. Oops, wrong way. Stay in Missouri. Rolla. Nope, haven't been there, but how far away is that? Oh, 97. Ah, darn it. Okay, so we need something that's just a bit further. Oh, no, we've been to St. Louis. Couple more to St. Louis. And Oklahoma, now we're getting a little too far away. Oh, there's a couple more to St. Louis. Ah, Kirksville. 320 miles. That's all the way up there. Where's that? Moving containers. And we do not have Kirksville checked off yet. So let's go ahead and grab that one. Apologize, that's a little loud. Let's turn that down a little bit. It looks like we go right by that viewpoint. Let's see if we can hit that up as we go by it. thing I just saw while I'm here. I did this too with the trying to keep things separated here. That's my number for the VTC that I'm part of, but I want that in there. Yeah, I did that with one of the convoys, and I was like, oops, and I'm glad nobody noticed it, so it worked out. Easy there, truck. Alright, now let's go pick that up. Oh, I missed my turn. I was checking something else. That's what I get for looking away. There's the point. Let's take a look and see what we got. Springfield. Oh, it looks like they got a little test track over there, so I wonder if this is like maybe that's some kind of a truck driving school or something. And if all the names, if you're new here, if all the names look familiar, like, hey, I got one of those down the street from me. I got a real, what is it, company and I think billboard mod installed. You can see that in the description, the list of mods that I use. Wow, that was a short one. Huh. Yeah, usually they're longer than that. GPS and the information looks a little different. I did put what's called the minimalistic UI mod back in. It kind of moves some of that stuff around. Makes the picture for the GPS a little smaller so it doesn't block as much. And kind of centers your information that you want to be able to look at. Kind of in your eyesight, because you're looking at the dash all the time anyway. You're not way over or there on the right-hand side of the screen looking, so. And as you you see, I do have a flatbed trailer. I actually switched up because the one I used yesterday, I actually had to stop and save the game and get out. Probably went and had dinner or something, because I did a 2,400 mile haul. But when I came back into the game, the load was missing. It wasn't showing up. Technically, the game thought it was, or knew it was still there and everything, because it still showed up with the weight and everything else, and showed that I had it, but it just wasn't being displayed on the actual trailer. And I noticed that usually happens with that particular flatbed that I had. It's a little longer, has more axles, so I went to the one that's a little shorter and less axles to see if hopefully we don't have the same kind of issues, so we can see what we have. Tank of fuel, so we should be good there. Just before the stream, I just reset the rest clock, so that should be good there. And yes, in case you're wondering, I know I can turn on red, but I forgot which DLC was it, Oklahoma or Nebraska? But one of them, there's a bug in there that turn on red, even though you're perfectly legal and able to, you do everything just right, it'll still fine you for turning right on red, even though there's no sign or nothing. So to avoid it, I just stay where I'm at and wait for the light to change. Seems a little tight in here. It's hard. Are there even any more of those left? I think there are. There's still a couple in the town where I live. Alright. Let's move that. There's one there. I guess I should have been down one more. Oops. Yeah, we made it through. Alright. Got some room over there we can pull up. Good. fellas. Moving container, 4,000 pounds. Should get some pretty good gas mileage. As always, take a look at our map here and our route. So we are coming out of Springfield. Go on 60, then head north on 65. Cut across. North on 54. That might be a little too far down out of the way. Looks like we might be able to, because I want to try to get as many done. Let's see how convoluted it is here. What the heck. Then looks like there's a photo op on the way. That one will be off the beaten path a little bit. I try to want to get as many of these done as possible today. But we'll get that first one, well, second viewpoint actually. Yeah, oh wow, we're delivering north of Kirksville, not really in Kirksville. All right. But anyway, what was that? 54. Looks like we get on to 63. Continue heading north into Kirksville with at least one viewpoint and one photo op on the way. Hopefully we can see that. Jefferson City, that's the capital, so probably like their Capitol building or something like that, but we'll see when we get there. Let's get rolling. Yes, I'm going out this way. I'm not going to go out the way I came in. I'm going to go up there too. And of course, there's a McDonald's. Looks like we're taking the little egg-shaped loop there. Jump out real quick and take a look at these containers. Pods. And if you're in the States, or maybe even if you're over in Europe or somewhere in Asia or something like that, you may have seen the commercial for the pods. This is an interesting setup. off the bat. Oh. Oh, this GPS is going to be the death of me yet. 37%. Holy mackerel. Somebody clip that. Yeah, be a good short. Yep, that'll put me on Bonehead Truckers, if anybody's familiar with that. Yeah, that was like a head-on into that barrier. Probably would have even shifted the cargo a little bit. Let's see if there's a place here coming up somewhere. Sleeping fuel. Sleep fuel. Wow, no repair. Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, there's a viewpoint in there too, so you can check that out while we're in there. Yeah, we're gonna have to go in there, so I'll get that truck repaired. Just shut up on me. Come on, truck, not too much further. Hang in there with me. It's one of the famous lines from Operative movie or famous movie. Hear me, baby, hold together. Yeah, technically, we didn't even make it out of Springfield yet. Wait a minute. Are we going to end up right back where we started from? I think we are. I do believe we are. Which means we already got that viewpoint. Yes, I should have just taken the detour and kept on going straight. Oh well, live and learn. Yep, that's where we started from. This one, not that one. Yep, I'm back. Need to get the truck repaired. Let's see how much this is gonna set me back. Wow. Wow. Yeah, we'll just do replace all those. Oh, we even got some of the trailer and everything too. Oh, with insurance, $3,000. That's not too bad. There we go, all fixed up. Now we can get going. Let's see if we can turn around here. Let's go over that pin I got in there. It's going to try to keep routing this back to that spot. There we go. Yeah, don't worry. Hopefully you won't see us again. Get out of Springfield. Definitely have a green. I'm glad I didn't go. Hanging out there far enough, though, really, man. We would have ended up back at the repair shop, man. Everybody done. trees. Some nice limestone rocks coming up. Yeah, I said in the first video, I've been through this area, but I don't stop anywhere. Taking the sights or anything like that. I've been through a little bit of Missouri, but see any hidden roads. Look out for those. Turn that down just a little bit more. Still, it's still just a little too loud. I mean, I don't mind hearing the engine sounds, but I don't want it to be too loud for you guys. And plus, I've got my headphones on, so it would be a little loud for my ears. roundabouts in here seem like they're a little smaller than normal. Not much room here either. I saw a sign that said that this was a Radeon store. So this is hopefully we can turn around and get in here. Oh yeah, sure, no space. And unfortunately it's dark, but wow, we're here. Lake of the Ozarks. Welcome to Bagnell Dam. Ozark Lakes. Actually, you know, yeah, I might be able to do that. 'Cause this is like where the truck's load, so. I'll see if I can reset the time for in the morning, and then we'll take a look at it again so we can actually see it during the daytime. Yeah, this will definitely be much better during the daytime. Ah, what are you folks doing on the back of that yacht there? Little midnight swim. Alright, let's see if I can remember the command for this. No, that seems like it's too short. Yeah, it's longer than that. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have this set up in my secondary system like I do with the system I normally drive on. Or is it G set time? I think it's G set time. Yep. You know, it's business up. Oh, sorry about that. And of course it's raining. Alright, now let's take a look. At least he's under the awning. We can look at all the pretty yachts that I know at least I'll never be able to afford. people are gone. There we go. That was a little better. Except for the right course. Some wiper action going here. Alright. So we got her now. Jackknife and truck and trailer. We're getting tired. Let's do the time thing again. Jackknife. Spot to rest here real quick. Without having to backtrack. Well, kind of looks like we're gonna have to go there. So guess what? We're gonna hit up that viewpoint anyway. Hopefully we can make it there. Without falling asleep and crashing. Let's see if we can get out of here. had your turn signal on way before you came up here, dude. That's alright, you let us out. You're kind of you. traffic does not stop. This is where we picked up one of the loads in the convoy I was in. One guy got his truck stuck, or his trailer stuck on that cement embankment type thing there. That's the Capitol building there. I don't know if it's going to allow us to be close enough to be able to take a picture of it though. If we can get down that way either. In the intersection. I can see the repairs here. Can't see it from here. How are you supposed to get a picture of it if you can't get to it? You can kind of see it from here. Be able to get the truck in there. Well, we got to see it a little bit. Block traffic a little bit. Anyway, we can deal with it. Nice. Check out this viewpoint. Jefferson City. Ooh, I got an achievement. Ozark Explorer, 8 out of 12. Cool. Art Center. Oh, there's a picture of the Capitol building. View of it. Another view. Oh, that's like right on, almost right on the river. Wow, these are some short viewpoints in this DLC. I think this is the go straight one. there, little four-wheeler. There's an airplane or somebody mowing the lawn. You hear that? There it is, mowing the lawn. Hey, come over here and mow mine too. Looks like it's almost starting to need it. That time of the year. SCS, if you ever have a chance to view any of my videos, another bang up job. Good job. Oops, kids out there playing basketball. That's cool. Yep, another bang up job. It's really nice. Oh, hey Griffin, welcome to the stream. Sorry about that. Too engrossed in the viewpoints, I guess. Let's do this. Do the time trick here. So that way we can make sure that we are always driving in daylight. And welcome to 7 a.m. Oops, that's the button. That's the wrong button. Hopefully that was the entrance and this is the exit. Well, it's a little shorter path to get back on the highway than the left. Celebrate it. Happy Easter 2025. Hopefully that's a business. It looks like a business. It's got somebody's house over there on the left-hand side. It's probably a business. I took that mod out. Wow, there's a lot of traffic. I used to have a realistic traffic mod installed, but I took it out because it was like way past realistic. Way too many people out here. There's a lot of people out here. But I guess that's atypical for a truck driver. That's what I thought this one was the Missouri. I'm surprised they don't have a photo up here. That's kind of crazy. I can't get any further back than that. All right. See if we can take it this way. Yeah, there we go. We'll get the capital in there too. Wow. They really limited. I wonder if they did that because this is a photo op. Sorry, little four-wheeler. The streams will go all crazy. to Montana that went down is within a couple weeks. And if you folks want to stay tuned and tune in, the virtual truck company that I'm part of, we are going to start our annual All Countries Challenge in World Truck Simulator 2. Include the new Grease DLC that just came out. But we do challenges every year for ATS 2 and ATS. ATS is the All States Challenge. ATS 2 is the All Countries Challenge. Apparently we'll have 3 months to complete it. Because you're looking at 35 or 36 different countries that we have to go to, so I guess if it's 3 months, that's 10 countries a month. But longest, there's prizes for if you, usually the normal prize is you get the most miles. There's been one where I think if you got the least miles. There's some runner-up drawing for top. The first place gets is the longest miles driven. And then there's the second and third place. I think that he. I can't remember if he just does the second and third place for the next folks, or if he does a runner-up drawing. He's been doing one for the average miles. So there's usually about four people with him, five people in the convoy. But yeah, if you win, then you have a chance to participate in the convoy with him. And usually he streams it live. So that's kind of cool. Yep, so I'll probably be live streaming those. I don't know if I'll live stream every single one. I might live stream a couple and then do some videos. Depends on how I feel, and hopefully I have my driving rig set up by then. It's challenging, kind of stressful. But it's fun. And besides that, it usually covers my, because we got to get X amount of miles per month for the virtual truck company too. Besides that, for 3 months I can count on my miles being guaranteed pretty much. But this is Macon, Missouri. Parts store is the Lowe's store. It's kind of a big truck stop, right? And of course, some McDonald's. And a Subway. Oops, 76. I haven't seen one of those. Pet Boys. Starbucks. That's in there as well. Hold on there, trucker. It's coming out. That sign, I couldn't see what the sign said, what the name of it was, but hopefully it didn't say it was a river. It was like a creek. Bus driver, because I don't have nowhere else to go. See the receiver. As I say, is that a hidden road across from it? Barriers there. Wheat field there. There's some money over there, sitting over there for the farm simulator folks. Where are we putting this at? Probably. That old truck. This old Ford there. Wow, that's a big part of the street. Where do folks rent this at? I wonder what that's going to be. It's a triple double. figuring. Mark Kirksville off the map, or off our list. Damage penalty. Yeah, at least we didn't have any more incidents. I still can't believe I went head on into that barrier thing. I think had I already been up here? Yep. But so irregardless, it's marked off either way. All right, let's see. This is the Farmers Co-op. So that one right there. So let's see if they've got anything staying in Missouri. Cattle equipment. Oh, that's something new. One to Columbia. Yeah, we don't have that one marked off yet either. Oh, 91 miles. Come on, guys. And we could go back to Jefferson City. Oh, St. Joseph. And we don't have that one marked off yet either. Rolla. Where's that one? 161. Scaffolding. Oh, that's going from Swift. I was kind of hoping we'd get one for this co-op here. We don't have Rolla either. Oh, that's over there. That might give us a little bit more. Because for Rolla, we'd have to come all the way back down here. We just came up that way. We want to see new stuff. So I guess we'll have to go over to St. Joseph. It's kind of a bummer. Couldn't do the cattle equipment and go to Columbia. That was just a little short. I guess, what was that? External market, external contracts. It's their trailer, so it's not that big of a deal. We can see what they got here. First, see, here's, and it's still 91 miles of live cattle. Jefferson City. Jefferson City. Some more scaffolding going to Rolla. Omaha, Springfield. That's where we started, though. So we don't want to go that way. Grain. Oh, let's go to Kansas. Yeah, let's go do That won't be found. It's 312 miles, so I kind of want to do a couple more runs. So let's see if we can find that short one again. Oh, did it expire? I didn't know it was that close. Okay. Poplar Bluff, no, we've been there. Yeah, it was right around, was it? Like, yeah, it was 171 miles or something like that. Wow, that already expired. Man, I wish that Columbia one was a little longer. Let's go back to the external contracts again. Okay, St. Louis, Springfield. Yeah, we've done St. Louis. We just left Springfield. So we've done that. Scaffolding back to Rolla. Oh, butter. We can take some butter down to, or over to Kansas City, Missouri. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that one. Let's see how far away it was. Where was that exactly? Alright, looks like we're bobtailing. Cows. Yeah, that's the one I was hoping we'd be able to haul, but change your mind now, unfortunately, because you already selected this one. Selected the butter. This is the first time I've seen that. I mean, I've seen those sitting around, but nobody actually driving them down the road and stuff. I think, well, don't come to think about it, I think they actually started that in Nebraska. It seems like I saw some in Nebraska doing that, driving down the road and stuff in one of the smaller cities. That's just too funny. It just kind of reminds me of when back in the day, long time. My brothers would go out. We actually went to a place was in a small town out in the middle of nowhere, and people were actually driving their golf carts and stuff up there to, not sure if about the guidelines for YouTube, but to play pool and socialize. It was one of those kind of places. So, but yeah, they would drive their golf carts up there. They're riding lawnmowers. First time I saw people do that, I was cracking me up. It's just like, what? Now, if you're a cop, and like, can you still really get them for a DUI if they're driving on their lawnmower or golf cart? I wonder if does it actually still count driving under the influence or driving while intoxicated? Fuel over here in the town, half tank, yeah, we're still good. Definitely in farming country. And this is a hopping little town, but a lot of traffic. Some of the gray streets uncovered. That's cool. If we go by that viewpoint up there. Wow, this must be some special kind of butter if we gotta go through a security gate. I'm hitting this one up a little crooked, or no? Hey, one of the hooks though. That's all that matters, right? Take a look at our route real quick. First rail. Ooh, alright, yes, we will go right by that. Sweet. Oh, there's a photo op over there too. Ah, photo op or the viewpoint, because we can come down here and uncover this road and get the photo op, or we can uncover this road and get the viewpoint. I'd say we'll do the viewpoint. We can always come back and get the photo op. All right, back down 63, then west on 36 until we get to this little sleeper community here. South on the 35. Oh, we are. Oh, yes. I didn't even see that. No. Oh, yep. It's right there. We are delivering underground, and there's a viewpoint too. All right. We are delivering in one of the underground areas. Awesome. That's a bonus right there. Cool. All right, let's get going. Because I have a Swift trailer doesn't mean I'm a Swift driver. I did my Swifty on the first run. Kirksville is obviously for the city. Now we'll have to jump out of the truck and see if we can make out the writing on that. That almost looks like the miniature Vietnam War Memorial wall. Kirksville Church. Yeah, just couple of quaint little churches in small town in America. Brick road still. Town square. Yeah, those are really, really short viewpoints. I can't get over that. But let's see if we can. We already know what the truck looks like. Adair County Veterans Memorial Park. Yeah. That is cool. So it's a war memorial, Vietnam War Memorial for the men and women that gave their lives in Vietnam from this county. That is neat. Artillery pieces. Yep, that is neat. Alright, let's go deliver our butter. It's in a reefer trailer, so refrigerated trailer, so should be alright. Oh goodness, guess I need a nap too. tiny speck or hot air balloon off in the distance. Let's set up the off lane here. Is it Cameron? That little bridge. set up for a straight and turn. If it's inside, why does it have us going over there? I guess it wants us to take a big old tour of the facility. That's kind of weird. Alright, gotta be in the cab of the truck for this one. Going in. Verified by actual truck drivers, and one that even delivered to here on a few occasions. These do exist. So the sign's pointing back the other way saying exit, so oh well. And from my understanding, a little bit of it's like refrigerated and stuff like that. There's still mining operations going on down here. These are old mines. They just repurposed them. Apparently there's quite a few companies that actually do all their storage down in this area, in these types of areas. It's kind of crazy. It looks like we want Zone A, which is the red zone. Is that another train? It doesn't look like it. Yeah, okay. I thought it'd be a lot closer, or we'll make it the camera a little closer, but well, actually it looks like we go down this one. Left, we'll hit that. We should go get to that. Should be able to get to that viewpoint. Just up from now. Let's see. Offices down here and everything. Really hitting the viewpoints this stream, aren't we? Kansas City Underground. And it actually is called Subtropolis, from my understanding. Yep, trains even come in underground to deliver and pick up. Oh, yep. There's even a post office down here. Personal storage solution. Yeah, they're set up just like regular companies with loading docks and everything. Yeah, it's crazy. All right. So we're up on the left. See it? Trailer. There we go. All right. Well, let's see. See if we got one more short one to a spot that we haven't been to before. Just came from Kirksville. Columbia. Anything coming out of Metropolis heading somewhere we haven't been? Kansas City, Kansas. Because if you've caught any of my other videos, you know I kind of like to do at least 3. And all these other ones we've already been to. I mean, I can go ahead and try to grab my trailer again. Or at least say I'm going to use it. This one. I just lost my button box for some reason. It's kind of weird. Market. Tulsa, let's see, Oklahoma, Nebraska, St. Joseph, 81 miles. No, I won't do it. It's a little farther than what I want to go. All right, so I guess we'll stick with this one. And I think it was like pelleted pet food or something, or pelleted pet food. I gotta find it again. Oh, that's the one going to Springfield. I thought it said it was going to Columbia or something like that. Don't tell me that one already expired too. Well, okay. Refresh. Back to Kirksville. St. Joseph, that's the short one. Springfield. Raleigh, 269. Yeah, it's a little further than what I wanted to go to. Kind of want to stay around the 100-mile mark. Bunch of them going to Kansas. Yeah, we are just not having very good luck right now, are we? Actually, let's do this. Let's Give her the flatbed. Grab our reefer, because that will allow us to grab refrigerated loads and regular loads. Back to Kirksville, back to Kirksville, back to Jefferson City. Oh, actually, I just looked at the list. I thought we had that one, but apparently for the series, we do not. Well, all right then, 141 miles, that will do it. I mean, kind of going back to a spot where we kind of been through, but still. All right, now I gotta get out of here. Let me check something here real quick. Tracks and the boxcars and so on. Well, we wanted to go see the train anyways. Daylight. Yes, it's very confusing down here too. Okay, so there must not be any way to, this must go under, or I think this goes under. Yep, okay. I was wondering why we had to go left when we could have went to the right, but I kind of see. Kirksville, Kansas City, and now we're going to do Jefferson City. So I'm going to try mark those off our list. I'll be able to help you. I actually play on PC. So are you using an actual Xbox controller or a steering wheel? Controller. And that's the only problem that you're having with it is the one of the joysticks won't auto center. Got all the other buttons and everything else is working just fine. Developers, yeah, you gotta love them. Get everything working just fine. I have that problem sometimes in the game here with, specifically actually my pedals. There will be an update and I have to go in and move like the slider specifically for my brake. I gotta move the slider for my brake and then set it back to where I normally have it running at, and then it's fine after that. So, yeah, like I said, unfortunately, I do PC gaming. I don't use an Xbox controller, but just from general knowledge, I'm not sure. Try resetting the Xbox controller, like disconnecting it from your Xbox and then reconnecting it. At the very least, maybe if you're using a wireless one, maybe the battery's starting to go out on you, and replace the battery. Said the other buttons are kind of working for you and everything, so quick. So we are coming out of Kansas City. We'll go down and hit the 70. Ooh, might actually hit the Weighstation there. By Columbia and into Jefferson City. Looks like we're delivering at the Farmers Co-op. All right. Yeah, let's get to it. Okay, so you're using the controller on a PC, not an actual Xbox. Okay. To Auto Center didn't get unticked or anything like that, did it? Oh, you don't see auto centering in the menu itself, like the options menu or something. Let's take a look here. Control subtype. You can probably check under the controller feedback for centering at high speed and low speeds. Hmm. Nothing there either. Almost looks like, I mean, because I don't know if it's a camera issue or like I said, I've been using wheels. I started out using a keyboard, and that lasted for probably like 2 runs, and I was like, nope, enough of this, and I ordered a wheel. So, and I've been using one ever since then. I've been playing this game for almost 3 years. So, so you see options, but it doesn't allow you to select them and slide them. Huh. Overall gain and the rest are locked. That is kind of odd. What you probably could try to see if it would work. Try launching the game as an administrator and see if they're still grayed out or locked for you. Or they may have changed something, because I know this last update they changed it to try to primarily do things with the controller or for the controller. Oh, there's a red light there. Whoops, I just caused an accident. Whoops, now I got the cops after me. Oh no. Now I'm playing a completely different game because I'm on the run. But anyway, yeah, like I was saying, I do know that like I said, they were trying to specifically do updates during this last one to accommodate the controllers a little better. So they might have shut some things off or something, or turned something on. And starting to rain. Said worst case scenario, maybe you can try launching the game as an administrator. And yep, gotta go into the Weighstation. But you can try just right click on the icon, or see if you can launch it as an administrator. Said maybe something just another thing actually, how old is your controller that you're using? Even though you might have an older controller, but the firmware or the software that's actually built into the controller might need to be updated. And I know because I know for my Xbox and my controllers, that's usually done through the Xbox. That's probably about with the type of situation that you have. That's about the only other thing I can think of is the firmware of that controller might need to be updated, because the options might still be there. They're in the game and everything, but if your controller's outdated, it might not be picking them up. Sorry, I couldn't be more help other than what I'm suggesting. But like I said, I'm almost thinking that probably might be something with firmware on that controller or something like that. Alright, thanks, Gorilla Glue. You have a good rest of the day too, alright? Be safe driving to work. Thanks for tuning in. I guess I'm gonna have to take a little Streamlabs. It's really a lot of messages. Bring it back down to double nickel, 55. Oh, it's 50. Okay. It's 55. Road to nowhere reminds me of another song. Some major construction here, aren't they? Making side 4 lanes or we need to see that done. There. Should be able to make it. Oh, that's funny. I got an Xbox controller, but I never thought of playing the game with it. I just got it in my head, straight to the steering wheel. Boom. And then, unfortunately for the steering wheel, I went the cheap route. That was a mistake. Other people have been using it though. I got the PXN. I think I got like the base, very base one when it came out. Got that one. Yeah, that was a little exercise. Well, maybe I just need a better version of it. So I got the version 9, I think it's considered, or something like that. Getting version 9, and I just don't see having an app to do the settings and control my steering wheel. So I'd have to have the app on my phone, and then it communicates Bluetooth there. I'm like, huh? Why don't you guys just do it so it's on your computer? Use that for a while until it drove me insane. I couldn't drive use it to use it. I spent the extra money and got the G29, Logitech G29. Which that's what I'm using right now. My secondary system. Right at the beginning of the video, because I don't have my driving rig set back up yet. In the office room. Some Seabird. Love the new steering wheel. It basically, other than programming the buttons and everything, it basically worked right out of the box. Somebody's gonna get hurt here, maybe. But anyway, but now I use the Hurry trucking system. More money than I wanted to spend, but hopefully it'll last quite some time. And oh, driver, what are you doing? Really? Enter all kinds of expletives. You need to move. There, Swifty Swift driver. Oh my. Dude, you're just taking everybody out. What is going on? Is somebody running into the back end of me now? I think AI done lost it. So I'll push this car out of my way long enough far enough that I can get past this guy. I can get past this. No! What? Oh my. Oh man. Okay, it stopped raining. I better turn my windshield wipers off. Dude, will you stop backing into me? Well, this was supposed to be a short, uneventful, quick last trip. Why do you insist on backing into me, dude? What the? That's all you can do, really, is just laugh. It is really all you can do. Now that my truck is completely messed up again. For the end of the stream, I would have to jump to a repair place and fix it again. Say it again, but SCS, if you ever watch my videos, fix the AI in this game, please. Please fix the AI in this game. That is one of the biggest things about. It's probably about the only gripe I have about this game is the AI is atrocious in this game. Alright, let's see how much room we got here. Oh, we should be good. tank because we might blow up. The way this last little bit of session is going. Yeah, it's lined up a little better. Alright, let's bring it home. Yep, I'm just all kinds of discombobulated now. Oh, the whole accident thing. Oh, that's not even lined up right, but it's green, so it's gonna let me do it. So here we go. Oh my goodness. All right, let's recap real quick here. So, we start off in Springfield. Went north up through Jefferson City, delivered north of Kirksville. Went from Kirksville, delivered to Subtropolis, the underground facility in Kansas City, Missouri. And then we came down and across back to Jefferson City. So we can, like I said, mark off Kirksville, Kansas City, Missouri, and Jefferson City. I can almost probably guarantee Maryville's going to be the tough one. These two might, I know Maryville probably will be. St. Joseph, I'm not too sure, but I can guarantee Maryville will be probably the hardest one to try to find. But anyway, we were able to get those three. So I will mark those off on our list, and episode 3, we will go ahead and do some more, or maybe even see if we can finish up. But other than that, it is almost 3 hours that I've been doing this, so, and it's just about dinner time, so I'm going to go get something to eat. And if you haven't already, be sure to like and subscribe and click on that notification bell so you'll get notified of future videos and or live streams that are that come out. And other than that, I'd appreciate it. And speaking of appreciation, I appreciate you coming along for a ride for episode 2 of the state by state series, Cruising Montana. And other than that, I hope until next time, I hope you have a good rest of the day, and I will catch you later.